Today, we're uncovering a story that's barely making the headlines, but it should be front and centre of every conversation in the UK. A chilling new health bill is being snuck through Parliament, and it could have serious consequences for our human rights and bodily autonomy. If you thought the lockdowns were bad, get ready. This new bill takes things even further. You won't believe what's in it, and the impact it could have on you and your family. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You're going to want to stay informed because this could change everything. Across the UK, concerned citizens are waking up to the dangerous implications of a health bill that the government has tried to pass under the radar. They're calling it a consultation. But what kind of consultation happens in secret? The public wasn't properly informed, and now this bill could become law without people even knowing what's in it. This isn't just about health, it's about control. The proposed bill would allow the government to detain individuals, force them into hospitals, conduct medical examinations, and even administer mandatory vaccinations without your consent. If the past few years have taught us anything, it's that government overreach during a crisis can lead to long-term consequences. Think back to the lockdowns. Schools were closed, mental health issues skyrocketed, people were cut off from essential services. And now, with waiting lists piling up in the NHS and basic services still under strain, the government wants even more power. They say this bill is about modernising outdated public health laws, but what they're really doing is expanding their control over us. Remember, this bill could allow for forced medical procedures without your say. We are still dealing with the effects of the pandemic, and instead of healing the nation, this bill threatens to deepen the divide between freedom and control. Let's be real. If this bill was truly about improving public health, why hide it from the public? Why rush it through Parliament without giving people the chance to have their voices heard? It's because they know we'd be against it. This legislation would bring the UK in line with other authoritarian health measures that we've seen in the past. It could open the door to a future where forced vaccinations, medical detention, and the stripping away of personal choice become the norm. They might claim it's about protecting us from biological, chemical, or radiological threats. But how far are we willing to go before we say enough is enough? This isn't just a one-off event. It's part of a larger trend of increasing government control. Over the past few years, we've seen freedoms restricted, choices limited, and the right to bodily autonomy slowly slipping away. If we allow this bill to pass without resistance, where does it end? What happens next? Will they decide what medical treatments you need? Will they have the power to take your children away if you don't comply? These are the real questions we need to be asking, and we need to demand transparency and accountability from our government, because once we give them this power, it's nearly impossible to take it back. This is a defining moment for our country. Are we going to sit back and let the government take more control over our bodies and our freedoms? Or are we going to stand up and fight for our rights? We need to make sure our voices are heard. Let's not be passive spectators. Let's take action. Share this video, talk about it with your friends and family, and make sure everyone knows what's going on. The government needs to understand that we won't allow our rights to be taken away without a fight. What do you think? Is this bill really about protecting public health, or is it about something much darker? Let us know in the comments below. If you believe in protecting your freedom and the right to choose, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll be following this story closely because the fight is far from over. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and most importantly, stay free. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.